What's the deal, y'all? It's Pete Duggan back at it again with another video, and I got some new content for y'all. But before we get into it, if you're new to my channel, go ahead and hit the like button on this video below, hit the subscribe button, and turn on my post notifications so that you don't miss out on any of the latest news and interesting topics on YouTube. This video is for entertainment and educational purposes only. Everything being presented in the videos is meant to be enjoyed, and it's not meant to be taken as factual evidence or legal advice. It was supposed to be a triumphant return. Beyoncé, fresh off of the critical acclaim of her Cowboy Carter album, had chosen Atlanta as the heart of her residency tour. The Mercedes-Benz Stadium was booked for 4 nights of sold-out shows. Her team had descended on the city in full force: dancers, choreographers, stylists, and producers, all prepping for a performance series worthy of a queen. But behind the curtains of perfection, a shocking event was about to shake the foundations of Beyoncé's meticulous planned production. On July 8, 2025, just 2 days before the first show, 2 of Beyoncé's closest creative collaborators, choreographers, Christopher Grant and dancer Diandre Blue, were running routine errands. They parked their rented black Jeep Wagoneer inside the Krog Street Market parking garage in broad daylight. What was meant to be a quick stop turned into a nightmare. When they returned to the vehicle an hour later, the rear truck window had been smashed and 2 black suitcases packed with sensitive material were gone. The stolen luggage wasn't just filled with clothes or personal items. It contained hard drives and USB flash drives with priceless contents, watermarked unreleased Beyoncé music, visuals, set lists for up-and-coming shows, and behind-the-scenes footage. In addition, a MacBook Pro, Air laptops, designer sunglasses, 2 Me bags, and AirPod Maxes were also missing. For anyone else, this would be a financial blow, but for Beyoncé and her team, it was a creative and strategic crisis that could impact millions of fans and future plans. The timing couldn't have been any worse. The theft occurred just as final preparations were being made for the Atlanta shows. Everything from stage lighting to choreography relied on the contents of those drives. The fears of a leak was immediate. For someone like Beyoncé, who guards her music release with military precision, this breach wasn't just embarrassing, but potentially career-altering. Behind the scenes, her team seemed to have scrambled to implement damage control while still maintaining the appearance of a flawless operation. Atlanta police quickly opened an investigation led by the larceny from Auto Unit. Surveillance footage from the parking garage was reviewed, and Apple's Find My tracking system gave investigators a lucky break. The AirPod Max stolen the heist paged a location tied to a silver car in Atlanta's Zone 5. A suspect was identified and an arrest warrant has been issued. However, the suspect remains at large and the stolen materials have not been recovered, at least not yet. While Beyoncé herself has not publicly addressed the theft, her actions have spoken volumes. The show in Atlanta proceeds without disruption, suggesting her team either had backups or worked day and night to reconstruct what was lost. Extra security measures were noticeably backstage. Multiple insiders hinted that the stolen music may have included songs from her upcoming Act 3 release, prompting rumors that a surprise drop could be in the works to stay ahead of potential leaks. The music industry has reacted with a mix of shock and concern. This is why we don't keep masters on tour. One producer tweeted anonymously. Fans on Reddit and Twitter debated whether Beyoncé will release her next project early or pivot completely. She might change the whole album just to spite whoever did this, one fan wrote. Some even questioned why such critical material was left unattended in a parked car regardless of location. For Beyoncé, the incident is more than a breach of security, it's a threat to her creative integrity. Her career has been defined by surprise, intention, and excellence. Leaks, especially of incomplete or experimental work, robs an artist of control over their own narrative. Legally, her team is likely prepping copyright infringement lawsuits, and should any of the content appear online behind the scenes, watermarks and metadata could help trace where the stolen material ends up. Still, the show must go on. After Atlanta, Beyoncé is slated to close her Cowboy Carter tour in Las Vegas on July 25th and 26th. These performances, now overshadowed by the theft, may be re-imaged as a bold statement of resilience. Whether she debuts new visuals or subtly addresses the situation in her set list, all eyes will be watching. The queen is known for turning adversity into art, and this may be no exception. Ultimately, the Atlanta heist is a cautionary tale for the modern music industry. No matter how famous or powerful the artist is, vulnerability still exists. But if history has taught us anything, it's that Beyoncé doesn't fold under pressure. She evolves, whether she chooses to confront the theft with silence, a lawsuit, or a surprise release. One thing is clear, the stolen music may be out there, but the crown still rests firmly on her head. It sucks that she has to go through this right now while she's on tour, but everyone knows that Beyoncé doesn't really say much publicly, and she always stays true to herself. Hopefully she does have a backup plan, and hopefully this was all just a PR stunt to boost the album sales. Who knows? You never know. But then again, it's Atlanta, and a lot of people have a lot of things to say about Atlanta and the Atlanta boys and how you got to just be careful in that city altogether. So let's just hope that she's in the works of pretty much trying to figure out how she's going to navigate through this horrible situation, because honestly, all that money that was put into studio time and, perfecting the sound and making sure that's what she wanted is now at stake of being released, even if it's not wanted to be released. So the moment somebody tries to post that, 9 times out of 10, you know how Rock Nation work, you know how Jay-Z work, and you know how Beyonce work, it's going to get taken down before you could even view it. You get what I'm saying? And pretty much this is a situation where you got to watch who you around, you got to watch who you let in your personal space and who you can trust with your personal materials. Regardless, I'm not understanding why 2 people that she's allegedly close to, choreographer, dancer, it doesn't matter to me, has access to her music and all that other stuff in regards to that. But everything happens for a reason, like I said, and let's just hope that she can figure out a way to navigate through this peacefully without all the extra hardships placed on her. We all be put in moments where we feel like we're at rock bottom and things aren't going our way, but we'll figure it out in the end. So we'll start there. Anyways, y'all, I appreciate y'all for watching the video. I just wanted to keep y'all updated on the situation and let y'all know what's going on right now. But let's continue to stay positive out there, y'all. Everything happens for a reason, like I said. Thank y'all for watching this video. Make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave a comment below on what you think about this situation and Beyonce music getting stolen. Thank you for watching. I'm out.